boys and girls, French per here. So I present to you my Gley venture results. First of all, number 3, well, actually, this guy is a cheater, okay? Make sure to report him, make sure to kick him out of here. Anyways, number 2 in the world, okay? 7 back number 1st, very good job to him. I mean, he has 1 minute 49 seconds, which is very, very hard to achieve, in my opinion, okay? And then my second result, number 4 in the world, well, once again, cheater. Okay, so number 3 in the world here, very, very close to this PC player, okay? So very, very happy. On my own platform, I'm number 1. I have the world record on both, okay? So I think it's super cool. I'm really glad because I'm not really that great as Gley, so it's nice to just like first on either Abyss or Challenge is cool, but being first on both is even cooler, okay? Okay, so the way this video will go is pretty simple. You will have the build part, which is right now, alright? And after that, I think I will put the Abyss gameplay first, so you can witness it against Lava Citadel, okay? And then the challenge mode will be at the end because it's obviously the summit. It's the hard part. But actually was really, really tough to beat the number 1 on PlayStation, who, by the way, is one of the 2, would say, main reasons why I played this. I had a viewer who was asking me about trying Gley, which is, so I looked it up, and then I had this other one. His name is Roro. Sorry, I'm sorry, I probably destroyed that name, he's right there, okay. Roro, I mean, in French, we would say Roro. Maybe it's Roro, I have no clue. Anyways, very, very good player, look him up. And anyways, let's go to the build now really quick, in a few minutes as usual. Okay, so if you haven't, I would suggest to look at my recent Enzo video. The strategy is very similar, and playing Enzo was such perfect practice for this, because I was able within 30 minutes to be number 1 on PlayStation as Gley because I played Enzo, okay? This is very similar, except that Enzo against the Abyss boss is such a good practice. Anyways, copper all around, double gold walls, okay? So the way this works is very simple. This gives you an extra weak point damage, so extra damage, and you get a bit of recall in exchange, which is no big deal, but still you feel it when you play, let me tell you. Okay, then we have Predator Instinct here, which gradually increases your firearm RTK, again more RTK, okay. Here, okay, now there goes a hit antibody resistance at fire part of the build, okay. So hit antibody here, coupled with here, you can see some rolls. It says on the top right, fire resistance 73.2%. I have this on every component just to boost my fire resistance, okay, up to 18,000, all right. And I will, for once, show you something. Okay, so look at this. It says recommended here 10,000. I have 18, okay. And here on the bigger boss, on the challenge one, it probably says 15. Well, you can get up to 30,000, okay, if you do this right. If you have the correct roll here, like let's say you have max HP and fire resistance instead of MP recovery out of combat, you are so set. I wish I had that. I really do. That would make my run easier. That's actually the best setup you can come with in terms of resistance and HP, okay. Anyways, other than that, cooldown. Well, that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it, okay. So 3 modes for cooldown, okay. Then we have Walker Tightrope, which gives you some firearm explosive ATK. I don't know if that actually translates, to be honest, because I don't really get explosions much, I think. But anyways, maybe this works with Cooper hollow points together. I don't know, you tell me, this might be useless. Then yeah, better stamina, extra duration for my skill, okay. Number 3 is all Gley is about, as you will see during the gameplay, and that's what we are going to rely on hardcore. Maximize duration, skill extension, same exact idea, okay. More duration. And yeah, short focus because, well, Gley is a gun descendant, so you have to max out your gun damage, and that's one mod which helps a lot. And obviously some HP to not die, okay, because you are going to, oh yeah, this is going to drain your HP. Gley is also draining your HP, so you need HP a lot. For the reactor, cooldown and duration maxed out, very simple. Any reactor will do, okay, any. When we have here, for the components, as I mentioned, fire resistance is quite key, but other than that, I have some HP recovery modifier on this one. Max HP pretty much everywhere else. You can take screenshots if you want. Obviously, fire rate and weak point damage are very important here. I tried duration, but this was terrible, by the way. Okay. Now, Arche Tuning, I personally went with the variation of the tree, which I found with it's the one I use for Enzo, which gives you up to 14% firearm ATK. Okay, there is no other way to go around the tree that gives you as much. That's the only way. You have to go top here, left, bottom, top, and top. Okay. If you do that, you can get up, as I just mentioned, 14% of firearm ATK, and you also get a lot of the multi-hit stuff in here, so awesome mood for the tree, okay? Okay, here is a little bit specific. You could go like this, okay? If you really want the of the world, I actually used this on Abyss, okay? On Abyss, that's what I was using, but for challenge, because I didn't have the correct components with fire resistance, I was using that, okay? And personally, I think that having more HP anyways makes the games more consistent. You are going to finish games more consistently, get more results more often, and you will end up getting let's say you are trying to get the world record as I was, you're going to get that world record sooner. This doesn't matter as much as you would think. My results in terms of times, the times I was getting, end times were not really different. So feel free to change that. It's not a big deal. For Abyss, however, I think this matters more. How much? I don't know. It's really up to hypothesis. No clue. This is obviously better, but consistency, challenge mode, go with that, okay? Even regular Abyss, just go with that, don't care. Okay, for the gun, no change except that I made sure, and that was so important to me, to have the best rolls possible, okay? I made sure to have 184% of GRTK on the core, just because I wanted to be first, and let's say you had what I had, which was 179%, okay? You are going to finish a few seconds later. You are going to be a few seconds slower. So getting that maxed out was such a key part for me for the challenge. Such little things like that make a big difference, okay? So if you really want to go get your highest possible time, best time, if this is kind of thing you want to do, okay? Anyways, there goes a bit if you want to screenshot it, and the rest doesn't really matter. You can also use a blue beetle every time you use a singular skill, so you're number one. Just use it twice to transform back. You're going to purify yourself and remove the debuff that the boss sometimes gives you. You can ask in the comments about that if you want more specifications, okay? Well, anyways, that's it for the bit. Now have fun watching both gameplays, both world records. I think it's super cool, and see you next time. Like and subscribe for more. Thank you for the support, and I wanted to say suggestions are really welcome. They help. It's great to know I'm doing something that you guys also want to see. Any kind of support, some of you are really nice, and it's great. It really motivates me more, to do. Just motivates me to go and do some more. While I'm playing, I think about it, obviously. Anyways, see ya.